Hello, we are
The
the worst gardeners. If you're gardening in Florida right now, you already know that the heat is brutal. We're talking triple digits,
Yeah.
high humidity, and the kind of weather that has you melting before you even pick up a shovel. So instead of recording outside and sounding like we're gasping for survival, we filmed the garden earlier today and just brought the story indoors. So let me show you what's been happening. The tomatoes, they're kind of hanging in there, but they're definitely stressed. The eggplants, they're actually trying to thrive, but between the heat and some pest issues, we still haven't gotten a single harvest yet. Now the cucumbers and squash, those are done. I've already started pulling some of them out. Sometimes you just got to know when to call it. I called it a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
we did.
but I just started pulling them out now. The plan right now is to replace the cucumbers with peppers for this, and for the squash area, I'm still kind of deciding. I might leave it open until fall or maybe throw in some like quick growing herbs. We'll see. You'll find out with me, I guess. But here's a bigger lesson that we've been learning through all of this. So I've read some books, some blogs, and I've read things on like the 5 Minute Gardener, the Weekend Gardener, and they all say like the same things. Create a system, know your soil, know your environment, and honestly, we have those down. We have a watering system. I hand pick and mix all my soil, and I definitely understand Florida weather. It's hot, humid, rainy, and full of pests and plant diseases, right? But there's one thing we are completely missing, and that's a routine. We have routines for everything else, right, Najee? Like our animals, we
Yeah.
have our home, our homeschooling. But when it comes to the garden, we're kind of like all over the place. We do whatever like we think is right. And in a climate like this, inconsistency will cost you your plants. So going into fall, that's our goal. Build a simple, consistent gardening routine, even if it's short. Even if it's not perfect, just consistent enough to kind of stay ahead of the heat, the pests, and the diseases. Now, because things got a little out of control this season, I'm using the last resort, which is the 7 pest control. I prefer not using chemicals and I avoid them as much as possible, but when you're resetting your garden, sometimes you just need a clean slate. So, a quick note, I'm not affiliated with any brand, use whatever works for you. And the first important tip is if you do use the 7, keep your pets and livestock away from treated areas for about 3 days. And that includes, of course, your chickens, ducks, dogs, cats, everything like goats, stuff like that. Second important tip, once you apply it, you cannot harvest right away. For fruits like tomatoes, peppers, anything with a skin, you need to wait like 3 days. And for leafy stuff like lettuce, kale, herbs, you're looking at about 14 days before it's safe to pick. And even then, wash it really well. So the third and last tip is applied at night to avoid affecting the good daytime pollinators. Now, personally, I still rather do that than wonder what's been sprayed on store-bought produce or deal with some of the contamination issues we've been seeing lately. At least this way, I know exactly what's going into my food and my family's food. And that said, this is the last resort for me. I always try natural methods first, but if pests are getting out of control, this is what I use to get things back in check. But you can also do your own research on what is best for your garden. So I'm going to mix this up now and apply it, and hopefully this takes care of the problem. This season didn't go perfectly, but every season teaches us something, and this one is teaching me and Naji that routine might be the most important tool in the garden. So we're resetting, replanting, and getting ready for a stronger fall garden. And I'll take you along our journey. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, we are the worst gardeners.